Have you ever felt like someone in your circle isn't really happy for you? Like they smile in your face, but secretly wish for your downfall? Maybe it's a friend, a co-worker, or even a family member, acting supportive in front of you, but whispering negativity behind your back. You're not imagining it. This happens more often than you think. Some people will shake your hand with one hand and hold a knife in the other. And if you don't know how to recognize them, you might be letting toxic energy, betrayal, and deception creep into your life without even realizing it. But here's the good news. You don't have to be blind to it anymore. The Stoics, some of the greatest thinkers in history, left behind powerful lessons that can help you see through the mask of fake people and protect yourself from their hidden jealousy. In this video, you're going to learn 10 powerful Stoic lessons straight from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. These men didn't just study human nature. They mastered the art of self-control, wisdom, and understanding people on a deep level. And today, their wisdom is about to change the way you see the world forever. If you truly apply these lessons, you will spot fake people before they betray you, protect your mental peace and emotional energy, build stronger, genuine relationships based on trust. So listen carefully, because every point in this video is a game changer. By the end, you'll not only see through deception, you'll become wiser, stronger, and untouchable by negativity. Let's get started. Number 1. Observe their actions, not their words. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever met someone who always talks big but never follows through? They say, "I'm always here for you." But when you need them the most, they're nowhere to be found. They claim to support your dreams, but behind your back, they mock your efforts. We live in a world where words are cheap. Anyone can say the right things. But words alone mean nothing if actions don't back them up. Think about it. How many times have you been disappointed by someone who made empty promises? Maybe it was a friend, a colleague, or even a family member. They smiled, they reassured you, they made you believe they had your back, but when the moment of truth arrived, they vanished like a shadow. This is exactly why Stoics believed in observing actions, not words. Because words can deceive, but actions, they never lie. Imagine you have a friend who always tells you, "Bro, you know I got your back, anytime, anywhere." But one day, you truly need help. Maybe you're going through a tough time, maybe you need someone to just listen. And suddenly they're too busy, they didn't see your message, or worse, they make excuses like, "I was going to call you, but I forgot." That's not loyalty. That's fake support. Now compare that with someone who doesn't say much but is always there when it matters. They don't make dramatic promises, they don't seek attention for their kindness, but when you need them, they show up. No questions asked. That's real friendship. That's real loyalty. How to spot fake people. 1. Notice if their actions match their words. Do they promise to support you but disappear when the time comes? Do they tell you they respect you but talk behind your back? 2. Watch how they behave when no one is watching. Are they nice to you only when others are around? Do they act differently in private compared to how they act in front of a crowd? 3. Observe their response when you ask for a small favor. Do they hesitate? Do they make excuses? Do they only help when there's something in it for them? You don't need words to know who's truly in your corner. Just watch what they do, because actions never lie. If someone consistently fails to show up for you, if their words and actions don't align, they're not your real friend. And remember this, a person who talks about loyalty but never proves it through their actions is not loyal at all, so pay attention. The truth is always in their actions. Number 2, watch their reaction to your success. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Have you ever noticed how some people seem happy for you on the surface, but deep down, they're uncomfortable with your success? You share good news with them, a promotion, a new opportunity, an achievement, and instead of being genuinely excited, they give you a forced smile, a half-hearted "congratulations," or worse, they immediately change the subject. Why? Because nothing exposes a person's true nature more than your success. The harsh reality. If someone genuinely cares about you, they will celebrate your wins as if they were their own. They'll be proud, happy, and supportive. But jealous people, they can't stand it. Your success reminds them of their own failures, their own insecurities, and the things they haven't achieved. Here's how they react. They downplay your success. "Oh, that's nothing special. Anyone could have done that." They give fake praise while feeling uncomfortable. Their words might be positive, but their tone and body language tell a different story. They secretly wish for your downfall, hoping your success is temporary. Imagine you get a promotion at work. A true friend will say, "That's amazing, I knew you could do it, you worked so hard for this." But a jealous friend, they might say something like, "Oh, wow, you got lucky, huh?" Or, "Guess they were running out of candidates." See the difference? One response lifts you up, the other tries to make you doubt yourself. How to spot this? 1. Pay attention to their tone of voice and facial expressions. A genuine friend will be excited, engaged, and enthusiastic. A fake friend will sound forced, uninterested, or sarcastic. 2. Notice if they change the subject quickly when you talk about your success. A real friend will want to hear all the details. A jealous person will try to move on as fast as possible. 3. See if they try to make you doubt yourself rather than support you. Do they say things like, "Are you sure you can handle that?" Or, "I don't think you deserved that promotion." Do they remind you of your past failures instead of celebrating your present success? Here's the truth. Genuine friends lift you up. Fake ones get uncomfortable with your growth. Success doesn't change you. It reveals who truly wants the best for you. So, the next time you achieve something big, watch people's reactions carefully. It will tell you everything you need to know about them. Number 3. Notice how they treat people who can't benefit them. A noble soul never looks down on anyone. If you really want to understand someone's true character, don't just observe how they treat you. Watch how they treat people who have nothing to offer them. Because kindness, respect, and integrity are not just for show. They are a reflection of who a person truly is. Have you ever met someone who is charming, polite, and respectful in front of their boss, but rude and dismissive to waiters, security guards, or junior employees? That's not confidence. That's arrogance. That's someone who doesn't respect others. They just fear consequences. The hidden red flag. A person who only respects people in power will never be truly loyal to you. Why? Because the moment they find someone more important than you, they will switch sides. Think about it. They act nice to their manager, but yell at the cleaning staff. They flatter rich people, but mock those who are struggling. They treat you well now, but only because they need something from you. And here's the biggest truth. If they do it to others, they will do it to you. It's only a matter of time. Imagine you're out with a friend at a restaurant. The waiter accidentally brings the wrong order. A genuine, kind person will say, "No worries, mistakes happen. Can you please correct it?" But a fake, arrogant person will snap, "Are you stupid? Can't you do your job right?" Now ask yourself, what does this reaction tell you? If they can disrespect a stranger over something small, how do you think they will treat you when things don't go their way? How to spot this? 1. Watch how they treat service staff, security guards, or strangers. Do they show kindness to those who have nothing to give them in return? Or do they ignore them, like they don't exist? 2. Notice if they behave differently with powerful versus powerless people. Do they only respect people who can offer them something? Do they suddenly become rude when talking to someone with lower status? 3. Pay attention to their tone and body language. True kindness is effortless. Fake kindness disappears when no one is watching. The Stoic way. A true Stoic treats everyone with respect, no matter their status, no matter their position. Because at the end of the day, status means nothing. Character means everything. So, the next time you meet someone, don't just listen to their words, watch their actions. Because how they treat the powerless is exactly how they will treat you when they no longer need you. Number 4. Distinguish between genuine praise and flattery. Flattery corrupts both the giver and the receiver. Not all compliments are honest, some are manipulative. There's a big difference between genuine appreciation and calculated flattery. One is sincere, the other is a hidden agenda wrapped in sweet words. A true friend will compliment you because they genuinely mean it. A manipulative person will praise you because they want something in return. The hidden danger of flattery is dangerous because it feeds your ego while blinding you to the truth. It makes you trust the wrong people. You might think, They admire me, they support me, but in reality they are playing a game. Some people will shower you with excessive praise to gain your trust, so when the time comes, they can use that trust to manipulate you. Be careful. Not all praise is good. Some people use flattery to control you. Imagine you share your success with two different people. A real friend says, "I'm so proud of you. You worked hard for this and you deserve it." A manipulator says, "Oh my God, you're the smartest, the greatest, the most amazing person in the world. No one is as good as you." See the difference? One is sincere, the other is exaggerated and unnatural. Another red flag? A genuine friend supports you both in private and in public. A fake flatterer only praises you in front of others because they want to be seen as supportive, but behind closed doors, they don't really care. How to spot this? 1. If their compliments sound exaggerated, they are probably not sincere. Do their words feel too much, too dramatic, too unrealistic? 2. Do they support you in private or only in public? A true supporter encourages you even when no one is watching. 3. Are they trying to gain your favor for their own benefit? Do they suddenly need favors after complimenting you? Do they expect special treatment because they always support you? The Stoic way. A wise person knows that genuine praise is simple, direct, and heartfelt. Flattery, on the other hand, is a tool of manipulation, so be careful who you trust. Not everyone who sings your praises wants the best for you. Some just want something from you. Number 5. Monitor their consistency. Saying is easy, doing is difficult. Have you ever met someone who preaches one thing but practices another? They claim to be honest, but they lie when it benefits them. They act like a good friend in public, but secretly talk behind your back. A person's true nature is revealed not by what they say, but by what they do, especially when they face pressure, challenges, and real-life situations. Because anyone can be kind when things are easy. Anyone can be loyal when everything is going well. But what happens when things get tough? That's when their true character shows. The hidden red flag. A fake person's behavior is inconsistent. They act nice in front of you but criticize you behind your back. They say they believe in honesty, but they lie when convenient. They act supportive when they need you, but ignore you when they don't. Imagine someone who always says, "I hate gossip. I never talk behind people's backs." Then one day, you hear them gossiping about another friend. What does that tell you? It tells you that their words mean nothing. Their actions expose their real nature. How to spot this? 1. Notice if their values change based on the situation. Do they only do the right thing when it's easy? Do they switch sides when it benefits them? 2. Watch if they treat different people differently. Are they kind to those above them but rude to those below them? Do they act humble around some but arrogant around others? 3. See if they act one way in private and another in public. Are they pretending to be someone they're not? Do they fake kindness when people are watching? Fake people can't keep up their act forever. Sooner or later, their real face will show. True consistency means staying the same person no matter the situation. A genuine person doesn't change based on convenience. They stay true to their values. So, the next time you meet someone who talks a lot about integrity, loyalty, or kindness, don't just listen to their words, watch their actions. That's where the truth lies. Number 6. Observe their attitude when criticized. If someone proves me wrong, I will happily change. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever tried to give someone honest, constructive feedback, only for them to explode in anger, get defensive, or even turn it into a personal attack against you? You weren't trying to hurt them. You were simply pointing out something that could help them improve, grow, or do better. But instead of accepting it, they acted like you just offended their entire existence. Why does this happen? Because criticism is a mirror. It shows people their flaws, their weaknesses, and the things they don't want to face. And while strong, self-aware people use this mirror to improve, weak and insecure people break it. Because some people don't want the truth. They want validation, even if they're wrong. The hidden red flag. A strong person welcomes feedback because they know that no one is perfect and every mistake is an opportunity to learn. But a weak, insecure person? They get defensive. Instead of listening, they start explaining why they're right. They attack back. Instead of fixing their mistake, they try to hurt the person who pointed it out. They blame others. Instead of taking responsibility, they find excuses or shift the blame. And the worst part, these people never improve. They stay stuck in the same cycle because they refuse to acknowledge their flaws. This is why Stoics believed that only the wise welcome criticism, because wisdom requires humility. If someone can't handle being corrected, it's a sign that their ego is more important to them than their growth. Real-life example. Imagine you tell a friend, "Hey, I think the way you handled that situation could have been better." Two types of reactions can happen. A strong person will say, "Oh, really? I hadn't thought of that. Tell me more. How do you think I could improve?" A weak person will say, "Oh, so now you think you're better than me? You always find something wrong with me. It wasn't my fault. That person made me act that way." See the difference? One seeks growth, the other seeks validation. How to spot this? See if they get defensive and overreact to criticism. Do they immediately jump into self-defense mode? Do they take everything personally and act as if they are being attacked? 2. Notice if they try to blame others instead of taking responsibility. Do they always have an excuse for their behavior? Do they shift the blame onto other people, circumstances, or bad luck? 3. Observe if they attack you personally instead of discussing the point. Instead of addressing the issue, do they start insulting you? Do they make the discussion about you instead of the actual topic? The Stoic way. How strong people handle criticism. A strong person knows that feedback is a gift. They don't see criticism as an attack. They see it as an opportunity to improve. If someone tells them they made a mistake, they don't get offended. Instead, they ask, "How can I do better next time?" Because real strength comes from self-awareness. Weak people avoid the truth. And if someone can't handle criticism with grace, they will never truly grow. And if they can't grow, they can't be trusted. So the next time you give someone feedback, watch how they react. Their response will tell you everything you need to know about them. Number 7. Pay attention to their unintentional comparisons. The jealous are troublesome to others but a torment to themselves. William Penn. Have you ever shared an achievement with someone, expecting them to be happy for you, but instead of celebrating, they compare you to someone else? You tell them you finally landed your dream job, and instead of saying, "That's amazing, congrats," they reply, "Oh, nice. But did you hear about Jack? He got a job that pays twice as much." You excitedly share your fitness progress, and they say, "That's great, but Chris has six-pack abs now." You tell them about a business milestone, and they respond, "That's cool, but Alex made double that in half the time." At first, it seems like they're just making conversation, but deep down, you start noticing a pattern. Every time you accomplish something, they downplay it by bringing up someone else. Their words might sound casual, but their real message is clear. You're not good enough. Someone else is always better. And the sad part? You start questioning yourself. Instead of feeling proud of your growth, you feel like you haven't done enough. But here's the truth. Your success is not a competition. You don't need to be better than someone else to be proud of yourself. People who constantly compare you to others are revealing their own insecurities, not yours. The hidden red flag. Jealous people rarely insult you directly. Instead, they use subtle comparisons to make you feel inadequate. They always bring up someone else's success when you achieve something. They never acknowledge your effort without adding a but. They act as if your progress is never enough. Why do they do this? Because your success reminds them of their own failures. Instead of using it as motivation, they try to bring you down with unnecessary comparisons. These people are not pushing you to improve. They are trying to make themselves feel better by making you feel smaller. And if you're not careful, their words can make you doubt even your greatest accomplishments. Imagine you just saved up enough money to buy your dream car. You're excited, you feel accomplished, and you tell a friend about it. Now a real friend would say, "That's amazing. You worked hard for this. You deserve it." But a jealous friend? "Oh, that's cool. But did you see the car Dave just bought? It's way more expensive." Just like that, your happiness turns into doubt. Did I not achieve something great? Should I have done better? Is my success even worth celebrating? See how dangerous this kind of comparison is. If someone constantly shifts the focus away from your success, making you feel like you're never good enough, they are not your friend. Because real friends celebrate you. Jealous people compare you. How to spot this? 1. If someone always compares you to others instead of acknowledging your effort, do they ever just say, "That's awesome, congratulations," without adding a comparison? Or do they always remind you of someone who did better? 2. If their comparisons feel like they're trying to make you doubt yourself, do their words leave you feeling motivated or discouraged? Are they pushing you to improve, or are they subtly making you feel less worthy? 3. If they act as if your success is never enough, do they always shift the focus away from you? Do they ever celebrate your progress, no matter how small? What should you do? Stop seeking approval from such people. You don't need their validation to know you're making progress. Understand that their comparisons say more about their insecurities than about you. Their need to compare means they feel small, not you. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your progress, no matter how small. Real friends celebrate you without comparisons. Because here's the truth. Your journey is unique. Your progress matters, even if it's not the biggest or the fastest. And the only person you should compete with is yourself. Jealous people compare. Confident people celebrate. Choose wisely, because the wrong people can make you doubt even your greatest achievements. Number 8. Watch how they react to personal failure. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Henry Ford. Everyone experiences failure. It's part of life. It's how we learn, grow, and evolve. But here's the difference. Some people use failure as fuel while others use it as an excuse. Have you ever met someone who, instead of owning their mistakes, blames the world for their failures? They didn't get the promotion, so they say, "The boss is biased." Their business didn't succeed, so they say, "The market is unfair." They didn't reach their fitness goals, so they say, "I just don't have good genetics." Every single time, it's never their fault. They always have an excuse, a reason why life is unfair, a justification for why others have it easier. But here's the truth. Failure doesn't define you. Your response to it does. The hidden red flag. A person's true mindset is exposed when things don't go their way. A strong, self-aware person will take responsibility for their mistakes, analyze what went wrong, and learn from it. Use failure as motivation to come back stronger. A weak, jealous person will blame others instead of reflecting on themselves, make excuses instead of finding solutions, get bitter when others succeed instead of using it as inspiration. These people don't just avoid self-improvement, they resent those who are growing, and that makes them toxic to be around. Imagine 2 employees at a company. Both apply for a promotion, but only one gets selected. Now watch how each one reacts. The strong person. "I didn't get the promotion this time, but I'll work on my skills and come back stronger." The jealous person. "This company is unfair. The boss is biased. The person who got promoted was just lucky." One response leads to growth, improvement, and success. The other leads to bitterness, resentment, and stagnation. Now ask yourself, which type of person do you want in your life? How to spot this? 1. Do they accept their failures and work on them, or do they look for excuses? Do they reflect and try to improve, or do they always blame external factors? 2. Do they get bitter when someone else succeeds, or do they take inspiration from it? Do they admire successful people, or do they criticize and downplay other people's achievements? 3. Do they bounce back, or do they stay stuck in negativity? Do they try again with a better plan, or do they convince themselves that they are just unlucky? The answer will tell you everything you need to know about them. What should you do? Stay away from people who always blame the world instead of improving themselves. If someone refuses to grow, they will only drag you down with them. Learn from failures instead of fearing them. Every mistake is a lesson. Every setback is a chance to grow. Surround yourself with people who bounce back from setbacks. Strong, resilient people will push you to be better, not hold you back. Because at the end of the day, everyone fails, not everyone learns. A person's true strength is revealed in their response to failure. So watch closely. How someone handles failure will show you their true character. Number 9. Evaluate how they share personal information. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever met someone who, within minutes of meeting you, starts pouring out their deepest secrets? Or maybe you know someone who never shares anything about themselves, but always wants to know every little detail about your life. Both are red flags. The way someone handles their own personal information tells you a lot about their mindset, their self-control, and whether they can be trusted. Some people overshare too quickly. This shows they lack boundaries and may not respect privacy, including yours. Some people are overly secretive. They might be hiding something or gathering information to use later. In both cases, their behavior reveals something deeper about their character. The hidden red flag. The way people treat their own secrets tells you exactly how they will treat yours. If they share deep personal stories with someone they just met, they will do the same with your secrets. If they constantly gossip about other people's personal lives, they will eventually gossip about yours too. If they never share anything about themselves, but always ask about you, they might be collecting information to use for their advantage. In short, watch how they handle personal information, because it will tell you whether they are truly trustworthy. Imagine you just met someone, and within the first conversation they say, "I don't usually talk about this, but I'm going to tell you something really personal." And then they spill all their deep secrets about their relationships, their finances, their past mistakes. At first you might feel trusted and special, but think about it. If they share so much so quickly, what does that say about their boundaries? Now, imagine another scenario. You have a friend who never shares anything about themselves, but every time you meet, they ask you deep personal questions. So, are you happy in your relationship? How much money do you make? Tell me about your family issues. They never reveal anything about their own life, but they're digging into yours. Ask yourself, why do they need so much information about you, but never share anything in return? That's not curiosity, that's control. How to spot this? 1. Do they have healthy boundaries, or do they reveal too much too fast? Do they tell deep personal stories within minutes of meeting you? Are they overly emotional and dramatic in the first conversation? 2. Do they spread personal stories of others like gossip? If they tell you other people's private matters, guess what? They will do the same with yours. Do they enjoy discussing people's failures and scandals? Do they always ask personal questions but never share anything about themselves? Do they constantly dig into your personal life but refuse to share anything about their own? Are they collecting information to use against you later? What should you do? Trust slowly, observe deeply. Just because someone opens up quickly doesn't mean they are trustworthy. If they share too much too soon, be cautious. They may not respect privacy. A person who can't keep their own secrets won't keep yours either. If they never share anything about themselves, they might be hiding something. Real relationships are built on mutual trust, not one-sided questioning. Because here's the truth. A wise person speaks less, listens more, and knows when to share. A careless person shares too much and regrets later. A manipulative person collects information to use against you. So pay close attention to how people handle their own personal information, because it will tell you everything you need to know about whether you can trust them or not. Number 10. Pay attention to their non-verbal cues. The eyes are the window to the soul. Words can be carefully chosen, but body language, that's harder to control. A fake person can tell you they support you, but their facial expressions, tone, and body language often reveal the truth. Because the human brain detects lies instinctively. Have you ever felt that something was off about a person, even though they were saying all the right things? That's because energy never lies. A person's true feelings leak out in small ways, through micro-expressions, tone shifts, and unconscious gestures. And if you know how to read these signs, you'll never be fooled by fake people again. The hidden red flag. A jealous, fake, or insincere person may say the right words, but their body language tells a different story. They smile, but their eyes don't match. They clap for you in public, but roll their eyes when no one's watching. They say, "I'm so happy for you," but their voice sounds flat and unexcited. They try to act supportive, but something about their energy feels off. And that's because their real emotions are leaking through their nonverbal cues. Words can be rehearsed. Body language is instinctive. Let's say you tell someone about an exciting achievement. Watch how they react. A real friend's reaction. Eyes light up. Body leans forward. Voice sounds naturally excited. Smiles genuinely. A jealous person's reaction. A forced smile that disappears quickly. Avoids eye contact. Tone sounds flat, empty, or sarcastic, says, "That's great," but quickly changes the subject. See the difference? One is genuinely happy for you. The other is pretending. And if you learn to read non-verbal cues, you'll know exactly who is real and who is fake. How to spot this? 1. Watch their micro-expressions. A quick smirk, an eye roll, or a fake laugh can expose real emotions. Their face might say, "I'm happy for you," but their eyes might say otherwise. 2. Notice their tone of voice. Do they sound genuinely excited, or is their tone dull and forced? Does their voice drop in energy when talking about your success? 3. Check their energy. Do they seem engaged or disconnected? Do they rush to change the subject instead of celebrating with you? What should you do? Stop relying on words alone. Actions and energy reveal more than speech. Learn to trust your gut feeling. If someone feels fake, they probably are. Pay attention to small details. Fake people slip up when they least expect it. Because at the end of the day, real recognizes real. Energy never lies. If someone doesn't celebrate you with their full heart, they were never really on your side. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Final words. Build a stronger mindset. Now that you know these 10 powerful Stoic secrets, you have a new superpower, the ability to detect fake, jealous, and deceptive people before they can harm you. And this changes everything. Because the moment you start seeing people for who they truly are, you become immune to manipulation. The moment you stop seeking validation from fake friends, you become unshakable. And the moment you master your emotions and your circle, you become unstoppable. Remember, fake people can't hide forever. Watch their actions, not words. Jealousy always leaks out. Pay attention to their reactions, not their fake smiles. Some people only smile in your face because they want to see you fall. Stay vigilant. Now a challenge for you. Comment "I am wise" below if you're ready to apply these lessons and protect your energy. And if this video helped you, smash the like button so more people can learn how to protect themselves from fake and toxic relationships. Because this is how you win. Stay strong, stay stoic, stay unshakable. Before you go, I have one small request. If this message resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Hit the like button to let us know this inspired you. Share this with someone who needs to hear this today. And most importantly, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson that makes you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Remember, like Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. So choose wisely, choose strength, choose wisdom. Until next time, stay stoic, stay powerful, and keep rising. See you in the next one.